prayers?
Yeah.
Anyone? We're going live in 3, 2, 1. Anyone can do it right now.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, can I start?
Who is this?
Priyansh.
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, Prabhu. Om Jnanatimirandhasya.
Om Namo.
Sorry, Prabhu.
All right.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Supadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Shagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Vitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute तप्त कांचन गौरंगे राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Thank you, Priyansh Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandal Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you everyone for joining for the session. Hare Krishna. Manu Prabhu. So
Hare Krishna?
think,
Yes, Prabhu.
yeah, I think we can start the session, but I think there are a few new devotees who have joined. I think Priyansh is one. I know Priyansh Prabhu. So very nice to see the audience is new and very vibrant over a period of time. So please help to expand this, spread the news, and that would be a plus point so that they can get direct association from one of our very advanced devotees and they'll get benefited. That's point number one. Point number two, please do not restrict yourselves to these sessions, because there is a huge plethora of content available in iSkim TV, where Prabhu is also going live in Bhagavatam classes, as well as some of our Sunday classes in Bhagavad Gita. So please leverage on those content also, and there is abundant content which has been delivered historically. So all of those playlists are also available in iSkim TV. So you would actually have an essence of what Prabhu's real metal is all about when it comes to preaching, and a grip over the Shastra in depth, because now it's just navigating through our questions, like our jigyasas. But there it is deeper subject matters, and the roots of which are, percolates across multiple dimensions within the purview of Prabhupada's work across. So please take advantage of that as well. That will even strengthen, and also you would look forward to these sessions consistently going forward, and it's not restrict that a weekly association. That would be a little, you'd like to keep the association a little more consistent and a little more deepen, and you can look forward for these sessions even more effectively. So that was a message I wanted to go, let go. So thank you again for joining in. With that note, we can open the session for the question answer. Manu Prabhu, please intervene. Please take the session forward with the audience and help Prabhu to bring on board and pass on the mic for answering the questions and enlightening us.
Okay.
Thank you again very much.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for your service. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much for your wonderful association. Thank you for giving me a chance to be with all of you. So, anyone has anything to ask or to share or anything like that, you can try to be of some service. Why sometimes a person engages in sinful activities helplessly even though he is not willing to, requesting to clarify this, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu and all Buddhist Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hope you are doing well, Prabhu. So, Prabhu, I wanted to know this. From you once, Prabhu, I wanted to hear this.
Oh, good, very good question. So the same question was asked by Arjuna also. So Arjuna is asking the same question. So your question is non-different.
Yeah, yes, Prabhu. Shall I read, Prabhu? Let me read it, Prabhu. Shall I read it?
Yes.
Yeah, Arjuna said, O descendant of Vrishni, by what is one impelled to sinful acts, even unwillingly, as if engaged by force?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So the answer is this.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, is lust only, Arjuna, which is born of contact with the material mode of passion, and later transformed into wrath, and which is the all devouring sinful enemy of this world.
So you see, because the moment you go into the modes of nature,
Yes, Prabhu.
then you're helpless, Then you're forced to act by the modes of material nature.
Everyone is forced to act helplessly according to the qualities he has acquired, the modes of material nature. Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something, not even for a moment. Yeah, yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
That's why Krishna said, Kama Esha Krodha. Suppose you go into the mode of passion and ignorance, then you'll be forced to act sinfully.
Yeah, yes, Prabhu.
So if you go into the mode of goodness, then you will act in a more religious manner.
Yeah.
Correct?
So, Prabhu, when we will be feeling sometimes we are in mode of goodness, at least, but still sometimes again we'll be feeling right. Right.
So this is what's happening, Ish.
Yeah.
Read this.
Sometimes the mode of goodness becomes prominent, defeating the modes of passion and ignorance, O son of Bharata. Sometimes the mode of passion defeats goodness and ignorance, and at other times ignorance defeats goodness and passion. In this way, there is always competition for supremacy.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
So that's why you have to understand why we are asking you to wake up in the morning to chant. Why?
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
Because you come to the mode of goodness by going to God consciousness, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
If you don't come to the mode of goodness, then very hard to go above the three modes.
Yeah.
You understand? This is the process.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said the three modes of material nature, namely goodness, passion, and ignorance, pertain to material intelligence and not to the spirit soul. By development of material goodness, one can conquer the modes of passion and ignorance. And by cultivation of transcendental goodness, one may free oneself even from material goodness.
This is the
Yeah.
process. That's why we are asking you. You wake up, you chant, you don't take contaminated food, you take Krishna Prasadam. All these are safeguards for you from going down to the degraded modes. So when you go to degraded modes, you will do sinful work. And when you do sinful work, then what will happen? So this is what will happen.
If a human being is engaged in sinful, irreligious activities, either because of bad association or because of his failure to control his senses, then such a person will certainly develop a personality full of material desires. He thus becomes miserly towards others, greedy and always anxious to exploit the bodies of women. When the mind is so polluted, one becomes violent and aggressive and without the authority of Vedic injunctions, slaughters innocent animals for sense gratification. Worshipping ghosts and inject and spirits, the bewildered person falls fully into the grip of unauthorized activities and thus goes to hell, where he receives a material body infected by the darkest modes of nature. In such a degraded body, he unfortunately continues to perform inauspicious activities that greatly increase his future unhappiness, and therefore he again accepts a similar material body. What possible happiness can there be for one who engages in activities inevitably terminating in death? Yeah. Yes, bro.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
only solution is to become God conscious.
Yeah.
Without being God conscious, you cannot come to the mode of goodness.
Yeah. Yes, bro.
Yes?
Yeah. Correct, bro.
Hmm.
A small
Understand now?
question. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, Prabhu, small question, Prabhu. Like, regarding book reading, Prabhu, reading Prabhupada books. I mean,
Hmm.
why we are not able to read constantly, Prabhu? Like, sometimes in middle, why we will be getting a gap? Like, I mean, of course, no. I mean, talking it's specific to person, but why we won't be constant in reading at beginning at least? I mean, why it's happening? Like maybe a gap of days or a gap of some weeks. But
See, you see, you see now you are in the gradual process of taking up devotional service, you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yes, bro.
Like a child, when the
Yeah,
child is learning to walk, there will always be some fall downs, no?
yeah, yes, bro.
Correct?
Yeah,
So that's why we have to follow the order of the Guru right now. You
yeah,
are forced to do things now, you know. It's not that you're doing it willingly, you know.
yeah, correct.
Understand? So
Yeah,
the order of the Guru is what you're following now or trying to follow. And
mm-hmm.
sometimes you cannot follow what to do. So you have to keep trying, correct?
Yeah, yes, bro.
So you keep doing and doing until one day you become attached to it, you know,
Yeah,
you like to do it.
mm-hmm. Until we get that taste, right, bro?
Until the child learn to walk properly, then he can run, jump, do so many things, no?
Yeah, yes, yes,
Correct?
yes, bro.
So until he can learn to walk, he must be under the care of the parents or somebody, no? Yes?
Yeah, yes, bro.
So he falls down, they pick him up again, and he, you know, in this way encourage. So that's how the Guru is, you know, trying to get us going, is he?
Yeah,
That when
yes,
we
bro.
start going, we don't need the Guru, we need our Guru all our life. But the
Yeah,
point is that at this initial stage, our Guru is very important, no?
Yes, bro. Yeah.
Correct?
Correct, bro.
So naturally you will have, because the mind, that's why in that verse, it says that I have no attraction for them, no?
Yes.
Although, your name is so powerful, eh?
Is in Sikshashtaka. Yes, bro.
Yeah, you see in this verse, you want to read?
Yeah, bro. My Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, in your holy name there is all good fortune for the living entity, and therefore you have many names such as Krishna and Govinda by which you expand yourself. You have invested all your potencies in those names, and there are no hard and fast rules for remembering them. My dear Lord, although you bestow such mercy upon the fallen conditioned souls by liberally teaching your holy names, I am so unfortunate that I commit offenses while chanting the holy name, and therefore I do not achieve attachment for chanting. Yeah.
Hey, no attraction for them, no?
Yeah. Yes, bro.
So because at this stage, we need to push ourselves, we have to
Yeah.
follow the regulation. Although you don't have the attachment, you read one day, but you keep trying,
Yeah. Yes, bro.
Mm. So this is how determination works, no?
Yes,
You have
bro.
to become enthusiastic, you have to become
Correct.
patient, and you have to become determined.
Yeah. Yes,
Until
bro.
you come to the point where automatically you are doing everything.
Yeah. Yes, bro.
Yes.
Correct. Correct.
So don't worry, you do. Someday you don't feel, never mind. Next day you feel, you do.
Yeah. Eventually, we'll be starting again reading books, but still, again, we'll be getting gap. Unknowingly, we'll be getting gap days or weeks, something like that.
You try to make it regular. That's the main
Yeah.
thing. Same thing you're doing every day, correct?
Yeah. Yes, bro. Yeah.
Like that, you also eat every day, no? Yes.
Yeah. Yes, bro.
So you must also read every day.
Yeah.
By hearing and hearing, then we will get the strength, no?
Yes, bro. Yeah. Hearing is will be going on, bro, but reading only getting stuck every time.
That's why it says here, Prabhupada says in this purport, here you can
Yeah.
read this.
Another specific description here is Shrinvan Bhagavato Bhikshnam Avatara Katamritam. It is not that because one has once finished Bhagavad Gita, he should not hear it again. The word Abhishek, the word Abhikshnam is very important. We should hear again and again. This is no question. There is no question of stopping. Even if one has to read these topics many times, he should go on reading again and again because Bhagavad Katha, the words spoken by Krishna and spoken by Krishna's devotees about Krishna or Amritam, nectar. The more one drinks this Amritam, the more he advances in his eternal life.
That's that.
Yeah, yes, bro.
Understand?
Yeah,
So, keep hearing. No, you cannot say, I heard already, it's boring, I don't want to hear. That's why we don't want to
yeah,
read, because we think that I already know. Huh? Prabhupada said
yeah,
the same thing, no. Everything is same thing, no. Over and over, correct?
correct, bro.
So that's why it says here, Prabhupada said, no, you must read over and over again.
Yeah,
Yes.
men become strong and stout by eating sufficient grains, but the devotee who simply eats ordinary grains but does not taste the transcendental pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna gradually becomes weak and falls down from the transcendental position. However, if one drinks but a drop of the nectar of Krishna's pastimes, this body and mind begin to bloom and he begins to laugh, sing, and dance. Yeah. All the devotees connected with the Krishna consciousness movement must read all the books that have been translated, the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and others. Otherwise, after some time, they will simply eat, sleep, and fall down from their position. Thus, they will miss the opportunity to attain an eternal blissful life of transcendental pleasure. Yeah, yes, bro.
Yes. So you must try to read, otherwise if you don't hear,
Yeah,
then you will fall down, no?
yeah, bro. Yeah, sure.
Correct.
Yeah, sure, bro. Got.
So it's very important that we read every day, attend the class, something we must do, no?
Yes, bro. Yes.
Hmm?
Yeah, correct, bro.
Hmm.
Sure,
So
bro.
you try to do this.
Yeah, sure, bro. Sure. Thank you so much, bro. Hare
So
Krishna.
the next question, Prabhu, chapter 9, verse 4, Bhagavad Gita says, all beings are in me, I am not in them, in the unmanifest form. Chapter 15, verse 15, I am seated in the heart of all beings. Chapter 6, 9, 29, a true yogi observes me in all beings. Can you please explain the incarnation and unmanifested form difference? I read the purport and it went over my head. So what is that you exactly don't understand about the form and the formless?
Would it be all right that the question means that Krishna is saying that he's in the heart, but in other verses he's saying that he is not also within the heart. I mean, not within the heart, but within the living entities. Is that question correct, Lobo Brew?
Oh,
Krishna
yes, Prabhu. For you.
is always in the heart of all living entities. There's no question of Krishna not being in the heart. But externally, everything is the energy of Krishna. You understand? That's why
Yes,
Krishna
Prabhu.
is not in them, because it is all his energy, Everything is working by his energy, his spiritual energy, and manifests in his material energy. Yeah? You
Yes,
follow?
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. The one that I don't quite understand, it's the 9.41, the unmanifest form.
Yes,
That
that's why
all beings are in him.
everything is inside Krishna. Nothing can be outside Krishna, because Krishna is the, it says that in the Bhagavad Gita, you see here, I'm the beginning, I'm the middle, I'm the end, no? Yes.
Yes,
Everything
Prabhu.
is manifested by him, no? And yet everything that is created does not rest beyond my mystic Gopal. Although I am the maintainer of all living entities, although I am everywhere, I am not part of this cosmic manifestation for myself with the very source of creation. So Krishna is explaining by his energy, is manifesting everything, but I am also not there. You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
No, but give the example like in your room, the sunshine is coming. You cannot say the sun is there, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh? The
Yes, you
sunshine
cannot.
is in the room, but the sun planet is not in your room.
Yes, it's
So
not.
that's the same way. The energy of the Lord is all pervading. And by his energy, everything is sustained,
Yes,
Correct?
Prabhu.
But
Yes,
at the same time, he's not there. You can't say that because the energy is here, he's here. In one sense, he's here because of his energy, but physically, Krishna is, not present there.
Oh, yes, Prabhu.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Oh, I thought it was actually in a form of Maya.
Yeah, there's three energies in the material world. Krishna is enacting his material energy to sustain all these material manifestations. He
Oh,
glances at the Maya and everything is working. Correct?
yes, Prabhu.
So Krishna has got many energies, Everything is worked by him. So we have to understand things like that,
Yes, Prabhu.
Because everything is his, therefore he's here. No, not necessary. Just like the example that Prabhupada gave, the Ford car, and doesn't mean the Ford is inside the car, no?
Oh, yes, Prabhu.
The Ford brand, that's the energy of the Ford man to make the car, but doesn't mean that the car is Ford, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand?
Yes, I understand, Prabhu.
By his energy, that he manifests all these things.
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Work without Krishna, he is the source of everything. Huh?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. Yes.
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
You understand?
Yes, yes, Prabhu. Now I understand, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hmm.
So, amongst the three material natures, amongst the three modes, Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic, Shiva is in the mode of ignorance, Brahmaji is in the mode of passion, and Vishnu is in the mode of goodness, right?
Yeah.
Then why do we offer Rajasic food as a bhoga to Krishna?
How are we offering Rajasic food?
No, like if you see on the on big festivals, we offer foods like gulab jamun and all those fancy foods.
Gulab jamun and all are not Rajasic food.
Okay.
Rajasic food means onion, garlic, too
Hmm.
much chili, too much, spices, too much, passion, too
Okay.
salty. These are all Rajasic food. We don't do that kind of offering. Where do we do that?
Hmm.
Huh?
Yeah, we don't do.
Yes, so we don't offer Rajasic food. We offer only food in the mode of goodness. That's
Hmm.
why we don't eat onion, garlic. We don't do that.
Okay.
Huh?
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how you were saying that we are offering Rajasic food?
Hmm. Okay. So means all we offer only sattvic, right?
Yes. Not
Hmm.
only Sattvic, after Sattvic it becomes Suddha Sattva, transcendental food,
Okay.
Right.
Hmm. So I visit ISKCON temples many a times, so I can take the prasad right there, right?
As long as offered to Krishna, you can take Krishna Prasadam.
Hmm.
Yes.
And if one in ISKCON knows, if one in ISKCON wants to get initiated as a Ritvik, can he?
Well, definitely you can. Nobody is stopping anyone to go to
Okay.
Prabhupada. Correct?
Hmm.
Yes.
Because I have bought a few ISKCON devotees to ISKM,
Oh, where are you from actually?
Mumbai.
Ah, very nice. So you brought them to our Ritvik place?
Yeah. I handed over them the video Ritvik a bona fide system,
Oh,
and they were only neophytes, mostly in their 20s.
they were what?
They were only they were only in their 20s, and I added them into our Telegram group and I sent them the Ritvik videos.
What did they say about the video?
They were really convinced.
Hmm. So very nice. So now you bring them to the group as you have done rightly. Let them
Yeah,
stay with all the other devotees. I think there's a lot of devotees in that group, correct?
yeah. Aren't you in that group?
No, I am not in the group,
Okay.
I am not so, I guess, fortunate to be with all of you.
Hmm.
No, Prabhu, this is not true. We need you.
Yeah.
So I am very happy to see that you are bringing more and more people to Prabhupada. It's a very great service.
Yes, Prabhu, all with His grace.
So keep up the good work.
Yes, Prabhu, sure.
And
And
if you are in Bombay, you make a group of students together. If you all can
hmm,
stay together, also very nice. Then we perhaps can come to visit you.
Yes, Prabhu, sure. We'll meet.
That'll be very nice, We can come there and with your help, maybe do some programs. That'll be very nice.
Hmm. Hare Krishna, thank you for clearing my doubt.
Yes, Hare Krishna. I am unable to speak, Prabhu. How do I maintain the service attitude throughout the day? So start your day by morning chanting. And once you start chanting in the morning, then everything will go very nicely, smoothly. Krishna is in your heart. He will guide you more and more. But if you don't do the morning program, then your mind will be very disturbed and it's very difficult to maintain yourself spiritually. So the morning program is very essential, especially the Mangalarti, So if you can just wake up at that time and chant, then you see everything will unfold very nicely. That's a secret actually. So you try doing that, no? In the Varnashram system, the Varna is said Arjuna was a Kshatriya. In the ashram system, what was Arjuna since he was a pure devotee of Krishna? Was he only a military fighter? So in the Varna in the ashram is that he was a householder, grahastha. Arjuna was a Kshatriya by his work, and his Varna is Kshatriya and ashram is grahastha.
Yes, Prabhu. It's clear, Prabhu.
How should one remember Krishna 24 hours a day, especially for those who are not? How should one remember Krishna 24 hours a day, especially for those who are not a full-time devotee? So how to do that? So if you can chant, then it is easy. So you try chanting, and if you cannot, then maybe you can try to speak about Krishna. And if you cannot do that, you try some way to put some lectures or something you can hear. So you try.
Yes,
Now, who is this who asked this question?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All wishes of the path. I'm Dr. Shrikant from Canada.
From where?
From Canada, Prabhu.
Canada, huh?
Yes, sir.
So you try like that, You put on the tape, or you can preach to someone, or you can chant, Somewhere you try to become Krishna conscious.
Yes, sir.
Because when you're working, it's difficult, no? Correct?
Yes, sir.
So maybe I don't know, they allow you to hear the lectures while you're working is difficult, no? So
I can actually hear the lectures during lunchtime. During lunchtime, I'll be doing some reads.
So you try to do some chanting during your lunchtime, or when you're going to go back, you chant, in this between like this, you try to always bring Krishna back to your mind. Mainly is your determination, no? Because Maya is there all the time, Yes? So
Yes,
how
sir.
you bring your mind to Krishna is your so-called determination, no? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Until you become so advanced that Krishna, you're seeing him in your heart, then you're always Krishna conscious, correct? And that is for someone who is Very advanced, no? Yes.
Yes.
In the meantime, as we are given the job to chant our rounds and to read Prabhupada books, to take Krishna Prasadam, these are all very useful method to bring our mind or keep our mind mostly in Krishna consciousness. Yes? You try. Can?
Yes.
Which part of Canada are you?
I'm staying in Toronto.
Where?
In Toronto.
Toronto. Oh, okay, Toronto. So you are following us, ISKM?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm.
I was in Singapore, Prabhu, and then I met you also, Prabhu. And then I came back here to Canada.
Oh, you was here and then you went to Canada, huh?
Yes, Prabhu. At that time, in 2016, I came there too. And then now I'm regularly chanting 16 rounds, eating only Krishna Prasadam, and attending the Ichagoshi session with Pranab from Greece.
Very good. And try, you can open some kind of a group in Toronto and that will be very nice, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Influence others and maybe you can have a meeting together somewhere. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. I just got some books to distribute, Prabhu. So I'm just looking for a nice place to start distributing books.
Very good.
Yes.
I'm very impressed. Keep up this very good work. I'm sure Prabhupada will bless you more and more.
Yes, Prabhu. All by your mercy.
Thank you. Thank you for doing this very wonderful service. I was there in the States, but if I had known, I would have come and visit you.
Yes, Prabhu. I also want to visit you, Prabhu, whenever you are here.
Next time we will try to see how we can meet again, huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes,
Keep up this
Hare
good
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, can we watch the Mangala Aarti that has been pre-recorded and broadcast on YouTube? Yeah, no harm. You can watch that during your Mangala Aarti time. That will be the best. You can play that on when you are having your Mangala Aarti time. You can play that, and that way you can sing along or something. In this way, it will help you.
Yes, Prabhu. By your mercy, my parents just went outside so I can speak. Yeah.
Good. So you try to be a little discreet with your parents.
Yeah, Prabhu. Now they're not stopping me from chanting or reading or anything. So now,
So you wake up in the morning, they all are sleeping anyway. They won't know, correct?
yeah, Prabhu. My mom only wakes up at 5, so I have half an hour to 1 hour of time to chant. So.
Or you pretend to go for jogging, no?
Yeah. Yes,
Right?
Prabhu.
You go out jogging and then you go somewhere and you can do all this without their knowledge, correct?
Yeah, Prabhu. There's a Govinda's restaurant near my house. It's like a 5-minute walk, so I can.
You go, you walk, it's jogging, and then you chant, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
That way you won't upset them also.
Yeah, Prabhu. Like right now, they just care about marks, exam marks. So.
Because they all are understanding that the material education is the goal of life, no?
Yeah, Prabhu.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. They're trying to put me in some IIT, some coaching, something. I stopped them. So I don't have any problems like that.
Well, you try some or other, you do what they have to tell you because you're under their care now. You're a young boy.
Yes, Prabhu.
In time, you keep praying to Krishna and Prabhupada how to deliver you.
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, how do we like know properly if our prayer is sincere enough? Like if you're being sincere enough in our prayers?
And follow the 4 principles and chant 16 rounds means you know that you are getting the blessing of Prabhupada and Krishna.
Okay, Prabhu.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu, for your answer.
If you cannot do that, then you know something is not right, huh?
And Prabhu, if we know that something's not right, then in that case, what should we do?
You should try to talk to devotees, disclose your mind. Maybe you do not know what you're doing, something not correct. They will try to guide you.
Yes, Prabhu.
You are in their group, of all the devotees, right?
Yes, Prabhu, I'm in there.
So you disclose the mind there and they ask for direction. They will help you. Huh? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Okay,
Keep
Prabhu, I'll do this.
keep association. Okay. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Prabhu. Thank you for your association, Prabhu. Thank you for your answers. So I've been wanting to speak for a long time.
Hare
How
Krishna.
does one recognize if he's sleeping or pretending to be asleep? I guess anyone who is sleeping, he will know he's asleep. And someone who's pretending to sleep, then he will be lying on the bed, dreaming so many things. So the best way to pour some water on him, then you will know for sure. Yeah?
Yes, Prabhu.
So just to check him out. If you pour some water, then you will know whether he's really asleep or he's pretending. If he's pretending, he will sleep.
Oh, yes, Prabhu.
All right. They have put some hands up. Huh? Someone put some hand up. Can you want to talk?
Yes,
What is
Prabhupada says it takes 50 years to perfect chanting. Is it because the chanting standard, not chanting standard, but he set the chanting to 16 rounds instead of 64 rounds? Kind of like a bank loan. We're paying off a loan at a lower cost, so it will take longer. Is that the reason why it will take 50 years? Instead of chanting 64 rounds, we're chanting 16 rounds.
Prabhupada said, I think Prabhupada says something like 20 years. That's what I know.
20 years.
Yes, he will take longer for some people. Maybe it will take next life for someone else. It takes, So our whole idea is to not worry so much about it. Our whole idea is to just carry out the instruction of the spiritual master. You understand?
Yes.
So our success or failure all depends on the mercy of Guru.
Yes.
You follow?
Yes.
To perfect it ourselves, and that I don't know, because I can speak for myself. I'm very fallen, I don't think I'll make it, But by the
You're
mercy
fooling
of
yourself.
Guru, yeah, I think by his mercy, yes, I may go somewhere, because he is very dear to Krishna. So let me try to chant in such a way to please him. That should be my objective. You understand? You follow? Is it clear?
Yeah. Yes, bro.
Hmm.
I was just thinking that Chaitanya also mentioned that I only associate with those who chant 100 lakh. And I was thinking, is that why sometimes we may feel later on in our practice the association if we hit 100 lakh just by chanting 16 rounds for a long time?
Our success solely depends on this point here. You want to read this?
Yes. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead situated in
You want to mute yourself.
It's finished. Okay. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is situated in everyone's heart as a super soul, sells himself to the devotees such as Narada Muni. In other
Okay, you
words,
understand that point here?
yes.
So our whole idea is to get the blessings of our spiritual master, who is very dear to Krishna. You understand?
Yes.
It is very difficult for us to do it directly with Krishna. Practically, it is impossible, you know.
Yes.
You understand? Krishna himself says, you know, I have no business with others. Krishna says here, you can see, you can read this.
Translation. Although these two young men are the sons of the very rich Kubera, and I have nothing to do with them. Deva Rishi Narada is my very dear devotee, is my very dear and affectionate devotee, and therefore, because he wanted me to come face to face with them, I must do so for their deliverance.
Understand here?
Because Narada, yes.
Because Prabhupada has given us 16 rounds.
Yes.
And Prabhupada said if you chant 16 rounds, then you will develop love for Krishna. Yes?
Yes.
So by his order, by his mercy, we are moving on. You understand?
Yes.
So we try to please him. That should be our objective. You follow?
Yes.
So that should be our, way of going on, chanting our rounds and doing everything so that we please Srila Prabhupada. And if Prabhupada is kind enough, and if he says to Krishna that you please take this soul, why Krishna will not do?
He will do.
So this is the method. You understand? You follow?
I do feel like I have to connect with Prabhupada, but reading his books and everything, I do feel connection. It's just that trying to remember him, like try to remember his form and everything.
No, you
And
try
trying to
to
remember
connect
his
to
words.
Prabhupada by following his instruction. You understand? You try to connect to Prabhupada by fulfilling his instruction. You follow?
Yes.
Of course, worshipping him is one thing, but the main thing is to follow his instruction. That's what you should do. You follow?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Very, very, very clear.
So, what his Ajay Singh has got his hand up. What is it you want, sir?
Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. I wish to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhu, I have one question. The whole, there's one verse in the 18th chapter, which is, almost like a purport of Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna says, "The Sarva Dharman Paritajya Mamekam Sharanam Gaja Aham Tam Sarva Papebhyo Moksha Shrimai Masucha." So, my question is regarding the surrendering unto the lotus feet of Krishna. Also, there's another verse in Gita where Krishna says that unless one is freed from all sinful reactions, one cannot fully surrender unto the lotus feet of the Lord. So, my question is, since even I'm not able to completely surrender, and my proper question is that how can we get rid of all the sinful reactions so that we can fully surrender to the Lord.
You see, the process of devotional service is to learn how to first take up the shelter of the spiritual master. How to surrender to Krishna. this is the process. Swami has generated 4 preliminary requisites for advancement for the sincere disciple. So if you want to surrender, these are the things you have to do. Can you read this?
Sure, Prabhu. Accepting the shelter of the lotus feet of a bona fide spiritual master. Second, becoming initiated by the spiritual master and learning how to discharge devotional service from him. Third, obeying the orders of the spiritual master with faith and devotion and following in the footsteps of great acharyas under the direction of the spiritual master. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. One who has executed these preliminary duties is qualified to release Srimad Bhagavatam.
So you see, in order to go to Krishna, we must learn how to do this. And without surrendering to spiritual master, then everything else is difficult, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Understand? So therefore, our first step is to somehow or other get connected to our spiritual master. Then by accepting him, then he will give you the rules and regulation how to proceed to surrender to Krishna. That's
Okay,
why I
got
tell
it.
you 10, 16 rounds, you follow the 4 principles, you wake up in the morning, you take Krishna Prasad. So there are all these rules and regulations will come. But if you
Yes,
don't connect yourself to Krishna through the spiritual master, then you are connecting to your mind. So when you listen to your mind, then how you will surrender?
that's correct.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Surrender by always talking to your mind, it doesn't work like that, no? We should learn how to do this properly. That's why it is a whole program is, given to us. Once you get connected to the spiritual master, then yes, you wake up, you chant, you do this, you do that, So then you learn. Otherwise, how you can surrender? You don't know Krishna. Can you go and surrender to Krishna? You don't know one, right?
Yeah.
So this Rupa Goswami is saying the first thing is to take shelter of a bona fide spiritual master. And you have to become second by getting initiated from him. Yeah. Without this initiation program and following his rules and regulations given by him, then it's very difficult to clean the heart of all dirty things, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yes.
So you do these things? Can you do it?
Sure, Prabhu.
Okay, Hare Krishna Prabhu, what is the main reason why person leave the association of devotees? The main reason why a person leave the association of devotees is mainly because of offense, no? Huh? Yes. When a person commits offenses, then everything is finished. A person must be very careful not to commit this Vaishnava aparat, no? Hmm? I think it's 167, I think. 162, maybe. So when you do this offense to the spiritual master and to the devotees, then everything is finished, no? Right? So therefore we should be very careful not to commit this Vaishnava aparat, no? Huh? 156. So here you can read this, huh? You want to read this? Who asked this question? Karthik. Be around here. Anyone want to read this?
Hare Krishna, may I read?
Yeah, please.
Translation. If the devotee commits an offense at the feet of a Vaishnava while cultivating the creeper of devotional service in the material world, his offense is compared to a mad elephant that uproots the creeper and breaks it. In this way, the leaves of the creeper are dried up. Purport. One's devotional attitude increases in association of a Vaishnava. Tandera charana sevi bhakti sane vasa janame janmane haya e apilasa. By his personal example, Narottam Dasa Thakur stresses that a devotee must always remember and please his predecessor Acharya. The Goswamis are represented by one spiritual master. One cannot be an Acharya, spiritual master, without following strictly in the disciple succession of the Acharyas. One who is actually serious about advancing in devotional service should desire only to satisfy the previous Acharyas. Echai Gosai Yara Mui Tar Dasa. One should always think of oneself as the servant of the Acharyas, and thinking this, one should live in the society of Vaishnavas. Is there a little bit more? Thank you. Society of Vaishnavas, Madhya, chapter CC Madhya 1380. However, if one thinks that he has become very mature and can live separate from the association of Vaishnavas and gives up all regulative principles due to offending a Vaishnava, one's position becomes very dangerous. Offenses against the holy name are explained in Adi Lila, chapter 8, verse 24. Giving up the regulative principles and living according to one's whims is compared to a mad elephant, which by force uproots Bhakti Lata and breaks it into pieces. In this way, the Bhakti Lata shrivels up. Such an offense is especially created when one disobeys instructions of the spiritual master. This is called Guru Avagna. The devotee must therefore be very careful not to commit offenses against his spiritual master by disobeying his instructions. As soon as one is deviated from the instructions of the spiritual master, the uprooting of the Bhakti Lata begins, and gradually all the leaves dries up.
So you see how this is the process.
Yes.
Yes. Understand?
It's very clear, bro.
So Dimple has a question.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisance.
Mine too, Prabhupada.
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I have few couple of questions. So I will ask two questions now, and if I'm asked, is that okay, Prabhuji?
What's your question?
Yeah, Prabhuji. So first question is, Prabhuji, since I'm from Bangalore, I am associated with one of the temple. There I have seen I don't know whether it is my mental concoction or what, but I have felt this that, because Prabhupada has stated in his book that women are the lower, less intelligent, they are untouchable, something like that Prabhupada has written. So these people with whom I'm associated, they treat women as untouchables and they see us like somewhat, Prabhuji. And also, Prabhupada has mentioned that we are not supposed to leave the main temple hall until and unless it is very emergency. We are supposed to, be in main temple hall and then we have to chant. So, in some temples, this temple which I am associated with, they only allow men to be in the main temple hall and we are sent to somewhere else. So why is it this type of differentiation, Prabhuji? If I am wrong, I want to correct my mistake. And
Which
if
temple
something
is
is
it? Which
I
temple
want,
is it?
Prabhuji, it is ISKCON Bangalore temple.
ISKCON Bangalore, huh?
Yeah.
I never had, an experience that Prabhupada introduced anything like that.
Yes, Prabhuji, because it's always in my mind, I feel when I have seen Prabhupada's DVD and all.
You
So
always go to the temple. Temple is meant to go and see the Lord, take darshan and chant or dance or sing, or attend the arati. So many things you go to the temple for, no?
yes,
Yes.
yes, Prabhuji.
Why should someone restrict you from going there?
Yeah. And they see me as very much like untouchable, not allowed. I don't know if I'm wrong, but I have felt this, Prabhuji, and I feel somewhat to go to the temple also.
You don't
So,
go, you chant and you make your own temple.
yes, Prabhuji, by your blessings, if I can.
Yeah, you try. Why you want to go where somewhere you have been not invited? Better you start your own temple now. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. So because of this, Prabhuji, and since I am associating with you, I have never seen somebody so humble, being so high, being so senior, is being so humble and just addressing our and helping me in Krishna consciousness. So I was interested to be, taking initiation from ISKM. But since I'm in Bangalore, I don't know how I would be in touch and how I would be prepared to take initiation from ISKM, Prabhuji.
Try
So
to see if you can go down to our temple in Bangalore.
Bangalore, Prabhuji, do
Sorry,
we have
sorry, to Pondicherry.
Pondicherry? Okay.
You
Yeah.
can some or other take your time and go there and then be with the devotees there. They will be giving you extra confidence, and so many things,
Yes.
So you try it if you can. It's not very far, Bangalore to Pondicherry, correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yourself, maybe you go there for a few days and then you get to know the devotees there. They'll be giving you added strength,
Yes, Prabhuji. So I'm planning to come to Pondicherry when you are visiting the Pondicherry, Prabhuji. So I wanted to know about your schedule also.
I am planning to go there by October the 14th.
Okay.
It's a program that I'm kind of a schedule. Let me see if I will be there by then. I should be there.
November or October, Prabhuji?
October 22nd, 14.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji.
Hmm?
Done. Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare.
To see you there,
Yes, Prabhuji. Definitely.
It'll be very nice of you. I can get
Same
your
here.
appreciation.
Same here, Prabhuji. I can meet you too. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for answering and clearing my doubt.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So there's another question here on the chat by Priyansa Das, is it?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Where did you get all this thing?
Prabhu, actually, I was listening to one of the lecture of Tattvit Prabhu, the series of Harinam Chintamani, Prabhu.
Oh. So this is from Harinam Chintamani, is it?
Yes, Prabhu.
So I guess, if you want to follow what Prabhupada said, you just try to chant and follow. And these things will reveal to you automatically in your heart, because your relationship with Krishna is already there, it has to be revived.
Yes, Prabhu.
And so it says here in this verse that's often quoted by Prabhupada, it says, pure love of Krishna is eternally established in the heart of the living entity. It's not something to be gained from another source. When the heart is purified by hearing and chanting, this love naturally awakens. You understand? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you practice your rules and regulations and carry on, and this thing will come to you within your heart automatically. Follow?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you carry on the sadhana bhakti first and then worry about all this later. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah?
Prabhu, like I have a doubt regarding that. Before, we have came to this material world from directly from the spiritual sky. So, Prabhu, whatever spiritual identity we have before in the spiritual sky, after that means if we are delivered by the mercy of Krishna and Guru, we will get that same identity, or we will have a different identity based on our mindset, Prabhu.
You can read this verse now. Can you read this verse?
Yes, Prabhu. Pure love for Krishna is eternally established in the hearts of the living entities. It is not something to be gained from another source. When the heart is purified by hearing and chanting, this love naturally awakens.
Sorry. It's already there in your heart. You understand? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Not the God, you're not something you get from here or there, it's already there. It's just Krishna awakens that relationship again. You follow? There are 5 kind of ras, whether you're a neutral stage or in the servitude, or you are in the friendship, or you are in the parental, or you are in the conjugal. So this relationship will awaken in your heart, You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
But first you go through the process. As you go up and slowly you become purified, then this thing will come one after the other. You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh? It's not something that you have to dream about or what. No, it doesn't work like that, no? Hello?
Yeah, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah? You understand this? So one should learn how to do this. In the beginning, there must be faith. Can you read this?
Yes, Prabhu. In the beginning, there must be faith. Then one becomes interested in associating with pure devotees. Thereafter, one is initiated by the spiritual master and executes the regulative principles under his orders. Thus, one is freed from all unwanted habits and becomes firmly fixed in devotional service. Thereafter, one develops taste and attachment. This is the way of sadhana bhakti. The execution of devotional service according to regulative principles, gradually emotions intensify, and finally, there is an awakening of love. This is the gradual development of love of Godhead for the devotee interested in Krishna consciousness.
You understand?
Yes,
Hello?
Prabhu.
Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh? Is it clear or not clear?
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, I have also a doubt. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains, "You will come to my abode," and this and that. He is explaining Krishna. So, Prabhu, he is referring to Vaikuntha, right? Or is he referring to Goloka Vrindavana?
Krishna stays in Goloka Vrindavan, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, because actually, Prabhu, unwantedly, I didn't know about that. First, I have to go through this. So, I've started reading before, like 4 or 5 months before, Prabhu, just introduction I have read of Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, Prabhu, there it was written like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only stated the real love of Golok Vrindavana, and he explained how we can go there. But Krishna in Bhagavad Gita was explaining about Vaikuntha only.
How do you know that Krishna is explaining about Vaikuntha? Does he say that you go to Vaikuntha in Bhagavad Gita? Hello?
No, Prabhu.
So how you make up this kind of a conclusion? Krishna say you come to me. Did he say Vaikuntha or did he say Goluka? What? Krishna says where? Where does he stay?
Golok Vrindavana.
So when you go to him and go where? Go to the spiritual world, Vaikuntha, Goluka, correct? But if
Yes,
your relationship with the Narayana feature, then yeah, you go to the Vaikuntha planet. You understand? That's why it is said that you should worship the form of the Lord. It is said in the Gita. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
The Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada, right, you know. You want to read that here?
Yes, Prabhu.
You can read this.
Yes, Prabhu. These words stress that one should concentrate his mind upon Krishna, the very form with two hands carrying a fluid, the bluish boy with a beautiful face and a peacock feathers in his hair. They are a description of Krishna found in the Brahma Samhita and other literatures. One should fix his mind on this original form of Godhead Krishna. One should not even divert his attention to other forms of the Lord. The Lord has multi forms as Vishnu, Narayana, Rama, Varaha, etc. But a devotee should concentrate his mind on the form that was present before Arjuna. Concentration of the mind on the form of Krishna constitutes the most confidential part of knowledge, and this is disclosed to Arjuna because Arjuna is the most dear friend of Krishna's. Surrender unto me.
So does it show this is Vaikuntha?
No, Prabhu.
You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu,
Prabhu, one thing is, I was reading Prabhu Sishupala. Prabhu, he is one of them, right? Jaya Vijaya.
What?
Prabhu Shishupal in that Krishna pastime, who was offending to Krishna very much. Prabhu, he is one of like Jaya and Vijaya, right? Prabhu, Vishnu Dhuta. Prabhu, I was reading Nectar of Devotion. There it is mentioned that he merged into the form of the Lord. Prabhu, why is it so? If they have means it was mentioned in the Bhagavatam like it was Krishna's Leela for that, so that he can enjoy that. What we say, Prabhu?
He merged into the body of Krishna, then he went back to the spiritual position, no? Hello? Yeah?
Yes, Prabhu.
Understand? It shows that he merged in the body of Krishna as the soul, he waited and he was killed, the soul went into the body of Krishna, that's explained, you know? Correct? So when he goes into Krishna, he also will then go back to his original position, as because he came as Jai and Vijay after 3 births. Huh? You
Yes,
understand?
Prabhu. Hmm.
Huh? Correct.
Yes, Prabhu.
So that is how it happened, you know. That's how we should understand, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. I was willing to know about this because Prabhu, I had a doubt like how he lost his form if he was a Vishnu Duta and why he merged into that Brahman effulgence.
So you can read about it here in this chapter. You want to read this?
Yes, Prabhu. Although Shishupal was always envious of Krishna, he frequently uttered the name of Krishna and always thought of the beautiful features of Krishna. Thus, by constantly thinking and chanting of Krishna, even unfavorably, he was cleansed of the contamination of his sinful activities. When Shishupala was killed by the Sudarshana Chakra of Krishna as an enemy, his constant remembrance of Krishna dissolved the reactions of his vices, and he attained the salvation by becoming one with the body of the Lord. Yes, Prabhu.
So then he went back to his original position. You follow?
So by becoming one with the body of the Lord means like he get into the body or he got the form of the Lord, like Vishnu Duta.
But liberated, no. He attained salvation, no. Correct? You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
So when he attained salvation, after that, yes, he went into the body of the Lord, and because they showed, I mean, it is said that the spark of him went into the body of Krishna, correct? Yes?
Yes,
Then
Prabhu.
he went back to the spiritual world. There he again associated with the Lord in his true form. Do you follow?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we have to understand this, you know. That he says because he was thinking of the Lord all the time, he became purified of all his sinful activities. Yes? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
And he was killed as Hiranyakashipu, he did not go back. He had to stay because he didn't understand that Narasimha was God. Then he came as Ravana, and he could not accept Rama as God. But this time as Krishna, he was killed by Krishna and he could understand that Krishna is God, no? He was attracted to the beauty of Krishna. You understand?
Yes,
Huh?
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
You understand? You want to read this? From this incident, you can read that?
Yes, Prabhu. From this incident, one can understand that even a person who thinks of Krishna as an enemy and is killed by him may be liberated by becoming one with the body of Krishna. What then must be the destination of devotees who always think of favorably of Krishna as their master or friend? These devotees must attain a situation better than Brahmaloka, the impersonal bodily influence of Krishna. Devotees cannot be situated in the impersonal Brahman influence, into which impersonalists desire to merge. The devotees are placed in Vaikuntha Loka or Krishna Loka.
Carry on reading.
Yes, Prabhu. This discussion between Maitreya Muni and Parasara Muni centered on whether the devotees come down into the material world in every millennium, like Jaya and Vijaya, who were cursed by the Kumaras to that effect. In the course of these instructions to Maitreya about Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, and Shishupala, Parasara did not say that these demons were formerly Jaya and Vijaya. He simply described the transmigration through 3 lives. It is not necessary for the Vaikuntha associates of the Supreme Personality of Godhead to come to take the roles of his enemies in all the millenniums in which he appears. The fall down of Jaya and Vijaya occurred in a particular millennium. Jaya and Vijaya do not come down in every millennium to act as demons. To think that some associates of Lord fall down from Vaikuntha in every millennium to become demons is totally incorrect.
You understand that?
Yes, Prabhu.
Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
So this, you can read the next, read on.
Yes, Prabhu. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has all the tendencies that may be found in the living entity, for he is the chief living entity. Therefore, it is natural that sometimes Lord Vishnu wants to fight, just as he has the tendencies to create, to enjoy, to be a friend, to accept a mother and father, and so on. He also has the tendency to fight. Sometimes important landlords and kings keep wrestlers with the demon with whom they keep the wrestlers with whom they practice mock fighting. And Vishnu makes similar arrangements. The demons who fight with the Supreme Personality of Godhead in this material world are sometimes his associates. When there is a scarcity of demons and the Lord wants to fight, he instigates some of his associates of Vaikuntha to come and play as demons. When it is said that Shishupala merged into the body of Krishna, it should be noted that in this case, he was not Jaya or Vijaya. He was actually a demon.
So is it clear?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Okay, so Prabhu, are we allowed to associate with ISKCON? If you go to associate with them and you can preach there about Prabhupada as being the spiritual master, then why not? But if you're going there and taking their association and hearing that Prabhupada is not the guru, that is not good then. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhupada's effort at ghost busting. Prabhupada would used to brand these houses where they are supposed to be haunted, and you would go inside and you would be chanting Hare Krishna. That's how Prabhupada used to be, busting these ghosts. So if you can play Prabhupada's tapes chanting Hare Krishna, Prabhupada chanting, then that will be a good way to get rid of all these ghosts in your place if you ever have anything to do with them. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you either can chant or you play Prabhupada chanting tape, and that will be a very added boost, no? To drive away all these inauspicious living entities.
And then I wanted to know what is the role of people like these exorcists and healers and psychics and all these people who deal with supernatural phenomena. If it's so simple that the ghosts can be eliminated through chanting, then what is the use or what is the necessity of these exorcists?
See, the exorcists and all, they all are pertaining to different modes, For the mode of ignorance, they will employ their method of eliminating the ghosts. Someone in the mode of passion will have their way of doing it, and someone in the goodness will have their way. In our way, we are in the transcendental goodness, so we follow the transcendental program of chanting. Once you chant the holy name, then no ghosts will be coming. But not everyone is going to do that, correct?
Yes.
So you follow what your prescribed method is, and for the others, they may be having some ghostbusters who are following some kind of other program. It may work, may not work, it's pertaining to them, correct?
Yes.
So we are concerned, as far as we are concerned, we follow something that is given by Guru and Krishna.
Yes. And also I wanted to know, is it all right to consult like these people, like the aforesaid people, like is it all right to consult psychics and healers and people of this nature?
One in devotional service, you should not have any link with all this kind of people. You should not associate with all this kind of people.
What if they're actually geared to help?
Well, for a devotee who is serious about Krishna consciousness, she should not take help from this kind of source.
I'm not actually referring to the hardcore tantric type people. I'm talking about people who are psychics and who can intervene.
Maybe has no health issue, the psychic who give you psychiatric advice and all that. Yeah, maybe as a doctor you can go and see him, but don't take advice from these tantrics and all that. That you shouldn't do. From your doctor, psychiatry, you need to go and talk to him, and medical level, I don't see any problem. But not with this psychic and tantrics and all these clairvoyants and all this kind of people,
All right. I'm just confused because I had consulted, this is getting a bit personal, but I once had consulted a psychic, and she was actually Christian background. So I thought because she was pious, she'd be okay to consult.
Yeah, you have consulted her already what to do, but I don't think she can give you that kind of advice to help you spiritually more than the devotees, no? Because the devotees are giving you the topmost thing, that is Krishna. And wherever there's Krishna, these things cannot work, Especially if you chant this Narishima prayer, then no ghost will stay there, Nothing can be there when the Lord's name of Narishima Dev is chanted.
And can you please explain the efficacy of the Narsingha prayer in this context?
You see, there's an incident when the Lord, went and jumped into the river, to the sea, You know that pastime of the Lord? When he jumped into the sea,
No.
You don't know that pastime?
No.
So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was walking and he saw the waves of the sea, and then he mistook it as Yamuna, and he went and he jumped inside there, You understand?
Yes.
So when he jumped into that, then the devotees were searching from him, and the water took him, the waves took him miles away, you see. And then while they were walking on the shore looking for him, and they came across a fisherman, you see. So this fisherman has actually, by mistake, he has caught Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his net,
All right.
So when he was caught in the net of this fisherman, because the Lord is in transcendental ecstasy, so when he touched him, he also became exhibiting symptoms of love of God, like shivering and crying and everything, So when he was doing that, then he was getting all bewildered, and he was saying that although I chanted this Namaste Narishingha prayer, because although he was a fisherman, they go out in the dark, and they chant this mantra so that it kind of, nullifies all this ghostly effect, you see. So he was saying that even though I chant this Namaste mantra, but this ghost keep coming back to me more and more, So he was mistakenly thinking that he's attacked by ghosts, So then, what's his name? Sarup Damodar said, "Don't worry, I know how to cure you from this ghostly attack." And he started, slapping him and making him chant Hare Krishna, and immediately he was cured. And he asked him, where is this person, the body of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He said, don't go there, it is all, no, we know what to do. And so he went there and he recovered the Lord, and the Lord was foaming and everything, you see. So this whole chapter is there in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. You can read about it, then you will understand,
Yes. And also just one final question. I wanted to ask you about the prospect or what to do when conventional remedies fail, because what happens is sometimes people go to the right avenues, they go to the right sources for help, but they get failed by the people that are supposed to help them. That could be a therapist, that could be a counselor, that could be someone you confide in, it could be a special friend. But like when conventional remedies fail, are we supposed to exclusively depend on Krishna for the result and for the remedy?
I mean, if you are sick, you have to go and see and get some treatment. Nobody is stopping you from that, because I mean, if one person fail in his medication to you, then it's no harm trying another source until you get yourself cured. No, nobody will stop you from that. You understand? But we don't say that you don't go and seek medical treatment. You just simply quietly, do all your things and just go on. I don't recommend that, because if you're sick, you need treatment. You understand? And you are at liberty to try any treatment that will help you. Correct?
Yes, but the thing is, what to do when conventional remedies fail?
Well, you have to keep trying, until you find somebody who can help you. Yes?
Yes.
What to do? If it is not working, I'll find someone who will help me. I'll just go on with my search.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
In the meantime, I carry on my spiritual program and, pray to Krishna to help. Because if anyone can help me most, that's only Krishna, no?
All right.
Yes?
Yes.
Pray to him, and in the meantime, I seek their help, and you never know. If Krishna brings you to the right person, then you are okay. You're cured.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
That should be the positive way of doing it, rather than trying to, don't do any treatment and I will just simply, surrender. Of course, if you are a topmost devotee, you can do that, but I don't know. I think it'd be more practical, Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
You try to do that, huh?
All right.
You try and see how Krishna will help you, because Krishna is not unkind, Krishna is very kind, Yeah, it's here in the chapter 18 of the Bhagavad Gita. I mean the Antya Leela. So you can see this. I was telling you the story just now. Let me take the verse where he was. So he jumped into the sea, Oh, you can see here. So you want to read this for me?
When they arrived at the seashore, they conferred among themselves. Then some of them sought out Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Chataka Parvata. Swarupa Damodara proceeded east with others, looking for the Lord on the beach or in the water. Everyone was overwhelmed with moroseness and almost unconscious, but out of ecstatic love, they continued to wander here and there, searching for the Lord. Passing along the beach, they saw a fisherman approaching with his net over his shoulder. Laughing, crying, dancing, and singing, he kept repeating the holy name, Hari Hari. Seeing the activities of the fisherman, everyone was astonished. Swarupa Damodara Goswami therefore asked him for information. My dear fisherman, he said, why are you behaving like this? Have you seen someone hereabouts? What is the cause of your behavior? Please tell us. The fisherman replied, I have not seen a single person here, but while casting my net in the water, I captured a dead body. I lifted it with great care, thinking it a big fish, but as soon as I saw that it was a corpse, great fear arose in my mind. As I tried to release the net, I touched the body, and as soon as I touched it, a ghost entered my heart. I shivered in fear and shed tears. My voice faltered, and all the hairs on my body stood up. I do not know whether the corpse I found was the ghost of a dead Brahmana or of an ordinary man, but as soon as one looks upon it, the ghost enters one's body. The body of this ghost is very long, 5 to 7 cubits. Each of its arms and legs is as much as 3 cubits long. Its joints are all separated beneath the skin, which is completely slack. No one could see it and remain alive in his body. That ghost had taken the form of a corpse, but he keeps his eyes open. Sometimes he utters the sounds gone, gone, and sometimes he remains unconscious. I have seen that ghost directly and he is haunting me, but if I die, who will take care of my wife and children? The ghost is certainly very difficult to talk about, but I am going to find an exorcist and ask him if he can release me from it. I wander alone at night killing fish in solitary places, but because I remember the hymn to Lord Narasimha, ghosts do not touch me.
See, this is the point I'm trying to say, you know. I wanders all night fishing in solitary places. Huh?
Yes.
Because I remember the hymn of Lord Narasimha, ghosts do not touch me. You follow?
Yes.
So the story goes that, you know, you carry on.
This ghost, however, overcomes me with redoubled strength when I chant the Narasimha mantra. When I see the form of this ghost, great fear arises in my mind.
Because he's chanting to the prayers to the Lord, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do not go near there, I forbid you. If you go, that ghost will catch you all. Hearing this, Svarupa Damodara could understand the full truth of the matter. He spoke sweetly to the fisherman. I am a famous exorcist, he said, and I know how to rid you of this ghost. He then chanted some mantras and placed his hand on top of the fisherman's head. He slapped the fisherman 3 times and said, now the ghost has gone away. Do not be afraid. By saying this, he pacified the fisherman. The fisherman was affected by ecstatic love, but he was also fearful. He had thus become doubly agitated. Now that his fear had subsided, however, he had become somewhat normal. Svarupa Damodara said to the fisherman, my dear sir, the person you are thinking is a ghost, is not actually a ghost, but is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because of ecstatic love, the Lord fell into the sea and you have caught him in your net and rescued him. Simply touching him has awakened your dormant love of Krishna, but because you thought him a ghost, you were very much afraid of him. Now that your fear has gone and your mind is peaceful, please show me where he is. The fisherman replied, I have seen the Lord many times, but this is not he. This body is very much deformed. Svarupa Damodara said, the Lord's body becomes transformed in his love for God. Sometimes the joints of his bones separate and his body becomes very much elongated. Hearing this, the fisherman became very happy. He brought all the devotees with him and showed them Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Lord was lying on the ground, his body elongated and bleached white by the water. He was covered from head to foot with sand. The Lord's body was stretched and his skin was slack and hanging loose. To lift him and take him the long distance home would have been impossible.
So you see how I'm talking about this point about the ghost, you understand?
Yes.
So you can carry on reading this chapter, the pastime of the Lord, how he jumped into the sea and how he was rescued. So the point I'm trying to make is that, even this fishermen, they chant this Narishima mantra to protect themselves from all these ghostly kind of entities,
Yes.
So you understand this point, no?
Yes, yes.
Prabhuji, is it true that Srila Prabhupada was poisoned? I guess Prabhupada said he was poisoned. What to do? She said yes. But our point is this, that rather than dwell on this, better we carry out Prabhupada's instruction of preaching. What is the point of knowing his poison? What you're going to do? Are you going to exhume his body and make a big thing or what? It's not, can't do much. Even Prabhupada said my Guru Maharaj was also poisoned, but he concentrated on preaching. Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So why we have to worry so much on this now? There's nothing we can do, but better we preach and please Prabhupada. Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, okay, any more questions before we...
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dhanwad Pranam. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Yes.
Prabhu, I want to ask a question. I am practicing Krishna consciousness right now, but I am in college. So I find it very difficult to study. So what should be our mood for studying? Like how should we do our studying and handle all that?
I guess the best thing you can do is to chant your rounds in the morning. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
And then go to school and do whatever you have to study. In the meantime, you try to pray to Prabhupada and Krishna, so that how much more time you have in school?
1.5 years.
So that's not very far, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
And then when you get breaks, you try to see if you can go to our temple and stay there for your holidays.
Okay, Prabhu.
In the meantime, try, because it's only a year left, quickly finish it and then you can decide what you want to do.
Yes, Prabhu.
It is always difficult to do something which is not Krishna conscious, no? Yeah?
Yes, Prabhu.
So what to do? You already inside there, so just finish your job. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Whoever is covered with some kind of a, problems, it says by Krishna, correct? Krishna said that every activity has got some problem.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yes, Prabhu.
He said, so what to do? Arjuna wanted to leave and not fight. He says, everything has got some problem, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So you can read this.
Every endeavor is covered by some fault, just as fire is covered by smoke. Therefore, one should not give up the work born of his nature, O son of Kunti, even if such work is full of fault.
Correct. What do you want to do?
Yes.
Yeah. Huh?
Okay, Prabhu.
So just be patient until Krishna makes some good arrangement for you.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
What is the best way to deal with hurt feelings? It's very difficult to handle this, you see. Even Krishna says it's not easy to forgive and forget, So how to handle it. The best way is to become a devotee, no? You want to read this?
O soul of the universe, the conditioning of one's personality in material life is very strong, and therefore it is very difficult even for learned men to tolerate the offenses committed against them by ignorant people. Only your devotees who are fixed in your loving service and who have achieved peace by residing at your lotus feet are able to tolerate such offenses.
Yes.
Yes.
So the process is to take up the devotional service. Because by devotional service, when you become more and more advanced, then you'll be able to forgive and forget, you know.
But what should we do about the actual experience of being hurt? You know, like when it really hurts inside, what should we do then?
See, it's explained here in the 1129 how to give up this thing, you know. It says here,
I mean, I'm sorry to rebound with that question. It's just what I've noticed is, especially in associating with devotees, we have to be careful not to cause offense and not to cause hurt and not to cause wounding, because everybody has their own sensitivities, everyone has their own traumas. So it can be a bit difficult to navigate how to relate with other devotees. So it's something that really matters because we don't want any devotee to feel hurt.
Want to read this?
For him who constantly meditates upon my presence within all persons, the bad tendencies of rivalry, envy, and abusiveness, along with false ego, are very quickly destroyed.
So this is the process, you know. So we theoretically at least understand that Krishna is in the heart of everybody.
Yes.
Try to pay obeisances, at least mentally.
Yes.
So you carry on this way, and this way you will be able to get, as it says in this verse, very quickly you will destroy all these bad tendencies, you know.
And what if misunderstandings continue to arise, even despite our best intentions?
You keep trying, you know, what to do. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
I cannot go with a gun and shoot him dead, right? Can I do that?
No.
So what choice I have? I cannot control his mind, but at least I can control my mind. Yes?
Yes.
And how to do that? I have to think of Krishna. Then I won't think of all these bad things. Correct?
Yes.
So if I understand Krishna is in the heart of the person, I pay obeisance to Krishna there, then I won't think anything more of the person. I just forget, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So this is the example that is given in this chapter, how to do it, you know. So we try, you know, to, you know, because the main thing is, as even it says by Prahlad Maharaj, you know, there's no enemy. The real enemy is our mind, you know.
Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
I show you the verse, huh? Prahlad is speaking to his father, you know, and he was saying this, you see. So here he's telling his father, you want to read this?
Yes. Prahlad Maharaja continued, my dear father, please give up your demoniac mentality. Do not discriminate in your heart between enemies and friends. Make your mind equipoised toward everyone. Except for the uncontrolled and misguided mind, there is no enemy within this world. When one sees everyone on the platform of equality, one then comes to the position of worshipping the Lord perfectly.
So you see here, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
So the thing is our mind, our mind is the cause of all these problems, So we just learn how to purify our mind by engaging it in the lotus feet of the Lord, by chanting Hare Krishna. Then when the mind is hearing the name of the Lord, then it gives up all this, it becomes purified, The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction, if you chant Krishna's name, then all these dirty things will disappear in the heart, no?
Yes.
That is our process, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. So this is how we should try to work, The process is there. You want to read this?
Let there be all victory for the chanting of the holy name of Lord Krishna, which can cleanse the mirror of the heart and stop the miseries of the blazing fire of material existence. That chanting is the waxing moon that spreads the white lotus of good fortune for all living entities. It is the life and soul of all education. The chanting of the holy name of Krishna expands the blissful ocean of transcendental life. It gives a cooling effect to everyone, enables one to taste full nectar at every step.
You understand?
Yes.
So we carry on this program, and then by and by, at least we are taking the medicine, It may be today or tomorrow, but we are at least on the path, Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So let us do it, and by time eventually, we'll be able to get purified, because this is a medicine that is prescribed, it will definitely work. It's a question of only time.
Yes, Prabhu.
So nothing can go wrong if it's given by God Himself.
Yes, Prabhu.
So you carry on. I'm sure Krishna will help you in many ways.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, is there any mantra can we chant when we fall we fall to bring back the faith of Krishna will protect? I don't understand this question. Prabhu, is there any mantra we can chant when we fall it to bring back the faith of Krishna will protect? Can you tell me exactly what your question is, Prabhu?
Prabhu, I was asking if, immediately, when we fall from the position, is there any mantra we can use to bring back our faith that Krishna will protect us, like the faith?
All you got to do is pick up the beat bag and chant Hare Krishna again. That's all. There's
Okay,
no
Prabhu.
mantra. Just carry on again, pick up and go on with your program, and everything will be adjusted.
Yes, Prabhu.
There's nothing special we have to do. All we have to do is again repent and pray to Krishna. Please help me. Yes?
Oh, yes, Prabhu.
Nothing more to do, no?
Yes, Prabhu. And Prabhu, when we pray, is there any opening line? Do we only pray based on the Sanskrit, or we can pray in our own words?
Krishna is in your heart, He's more interested in your feelings, Not the words you speak. The more thing is your heart, how you're feeling, your repentance, You understand?
Oh, yes.
So he is more concerned. That's why he's called Bhavagrahi Janardanaha. Because he is more concerned about your sincere love, no?
Oh, yes, Prabhu.
You understand?
Yes, Prabhu, I understand.
That's what counts, wish.
Yes, Prabhu.
Sincerely, we have to pray, That's all that we have to do. Oh, he very much wants to take us back, but that has to come sincere. There must be sincerity, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
You cannot try to become dubious, then it will not work, How trying to, mess around, then he also can mess around, no?
Yes, yes. So it's not necessary to pray in your own words.
Of course, if you can learn the mantras and pray with that, it would be nice, correct?
Yes,
But if
yes, brother.
it is from your heart, no, the main thing.
Oh, yes, yes, Prabhu.
Well, you try to follow, especially if you can chant Hare Krishna, that's the best, no?
Oh, yes, yes, Prabhu.
Because this mantra is a mantra that is given by the Lord Himself, no?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yes, yes, Prabhu, correct.
So you try.
Prabhu, can I ask you the last question? Okay, they say Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is God himself. But then when we offer Bhog, they say we should pray to Prabhupada so that I think Prabhupada can pray to Lord Chaitanya prays to Krishna. How does that process go about?
Let me repeat again what you said.
Like when we offer Bhoga to the Lord, they say we pray to Srila Prabhupada with the pranam mantra, and then Srila Prabhupada will pray to Lord Chaitanya, and then Lord Chaitanya will pray to Krishna. Actually, we offer three mantras in the process. We offer Srila Prabhupada, Lord Chaitanya, and Krishna mantra. So, and there's a statement that says Lord Chaitanya is God himself. So I wanted to understand, is it the same as Jesus, like what he did?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is God himself. Jesus Christ claims to be the Son of God. Yes?
Oh, yes, yes, Prabhu.
So there's difference between God and his Son, no?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
So Prabhupada is Son of God. You are also Son of God. I'm also Son of God. Right?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
But Prabhupada is very dear Son of God, just like Jesus Christ is very dear. Prabhupada is also very dear.
Oh, yes, yes, Prabhu.
We have to go to Krishna, God, by the servant of God.
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
So right now, because Jesus Christ came and he spoke, but over the years, message has become a little bit, deviated,
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
So Prabhupada has come. Why not take his direction and go quickly to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yes, correct, Prabhu.
So why we have to worry about all these other things, no?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Right.
Yes, yes.
So we celebrate appearance day of many Vishnu avatar like Rama, Vamana, Narasimha, but not Lord Venkateshwara Balaji appearance day. Is there any special reason for that, Prabhu? So yes, we celebrate all the prayers that have been given to us by our acharyas. So our line is coming where we follow this, whereas the Venkateswara line is in the Ramanuja Sampradaya, where they celebrate the Lord of Vaikuntha, They are more prominent in the Sampradayas also not, but they have their system and process of going to the Lord according to their acharyas, what we say, condition. So we are worshipping all this Rama, Vamana, Narasimha by the order of our Guru. You follow?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you,
So,
Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
so our Guru will do all this. And if our Guru has said you do this, then we will do. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
It doesn't mean that because we don't do, we are not worshipping. Actually, when we worship the Lord, we are worshipping everybody. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
You understand?
Yes, Prabhu, understand. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
So that is the main thing, because not that we don't worship him means we don't have anything to do with him, but he is already included, no? Vishnu is inside the body of Venkateshwara is an expansion of anyway. Is it not?
Yes, Prabhu, understand. Yeah.
So don't think that we are not. We are including everybody. By worshipping Krishna, then everybody is included already. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
It says in this verse, by worshipping Vishnu, uh, can you read this?
Yes, Prabhu. When one pours water on the root of a tree, the trunk and branches of the tree are automatically pleased. Similarly, when one becomes a devotee of Lord Vishnu, everyone is served, for the Lord is the super soul of everyone.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we must understand like that, no? Because if we want to worship all the incarnation of the Lord, then you know how many incarnations are there? Can you count?
Yeah, so many are there.
They are like waves in the ocean. You cannot count this amount of waves, and that many incarnations are there. So you are saying only Venkatesh, there's so many others, no? Then you can question all that, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
So why not just serve Krishna and then everything? Yes. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu, correct. Prabhu.
So any other question before we close our session?
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. The Dandot Pranam all glories to Srila Prabhupada. How are you doing, Prabhu?
Fine.
Yeah, Prabhu, I would like to share an experience, Prabhu. Recently, that I've been to Atlanta on an official trip. So, yeah, I went to ISKCON there, I think, and yeah, I met some devotees over there, Prabhu, in the temple. Then I'm very much eager to find out whether Prabhupada is been to the temple which is in Atlanta. So, yeah, few devotees answered that question. And they started asking about my whereabouts, like where I'm from, where I got initiated and all. Yeah. Then I said, okay, I got initiated in Singapore, and my Siksha Guru is His Grace Sundar Gopāl Prabhu. Then they said, okay, one devotee started saying that I think he remembered you, Prabhu. I think he's in his 70s now. And unfortunately, I don't remember his name. Yeah, then he said like during 1970s, he shared his experience, Prabhu. In 1970s, he said like there are a lot of book orders are coming from Singapore. And that was noticed by Prabhupada Prabhu. Yeah, and then actually I think you already said this many times in temple, but hearing this from a devotee in ISKCON, I felt very delighted, Prabhu.
Thank you very much for sharing this.
And just by distributing books, you are recognized by Prabhupada is not an easy thing, Prabhu. So me and Neelamadhavi were there that time in the temple, so felt very happy, Prabhu.
At least he's saying something good
Sorry,
about
Prabhu. Actually, I'm heading to work, Prabhu. I can't turn on my camera.
Okay, so thank you for sharing this nice news. I'd like to, there's some more chat there. Anybody, what's the last question there?
It's about the Vishnu Avataram, last.
The last, huh? Okay, then I like to thank all of you for your wonderful time with me. I'm really happy that I got a
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so
Hare
much,
Krishna.
Prabhu.
Dandavat pranam.
Pranam, Jai Shri
All
Krishna.
glories to Krishna Prabhu. All glories.
Thank you for your
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
association.
कृष्ण
Dandavat
प्रभु
Pranam, Jai Shri
कल्पतरुभ्यश्च
Hare
कृपा
Krishna Prabhu,
सिन्धुभ्यः
Dandavat
च
Pranam, all
पतितानं
glories to Srila
पावनेभ्यो
Prabhupada.
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
Namo Namah.
All good to Sundar Gopāl Prabhu.
Jai.